guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're back down in the basement and I am changing out these stock fog lights in the bumper for similar lights to what I have as my pod lights on the top of the Jeep, similar to these up here. These are the exact ones that I'm actually putting in. So what I did previously was I had the stock halogen lights in there, the light holder in there, and that didn't really work. So I thought, hey, let's go buy some LEDs, switchback LEDs. You switch them on, they go white. You switch them off and back on again, they go yellow. And like every time you switch it on and off, it changes the color. So I thought, yes, this is really, really cool. But then I found out as soon as I went to the desert, it does not make any light. Like literally, I think the stock headlights that doesn't make any light makes more light than that. A candle might make more light. So what I'm doing now is I am taking out these lights, these light holders and lights, and I am putting in these. So what I did was I 3D printed these light mounts. I'm gonna put up a video here of it actually being 3D printed. So what I did was I 3D printed this holder to go into the bumper, because you can buy them for the Rubicon bumpers to put your LED lights in. And as you guys know, I like making my own stuff so that I don't have to pay for it. So instead of hundreds of dirhams or, well, a few dollars probably, because you guys in America get everything for cheap. For a few dirhams, I made these 3D printed mounts that I'm going to be using to mount these, I think it's 3-inch pod lights, well, LED pods. They have a spot and a flood combo. They're not the best, but they are what I have available now. They're definitely not my off-road lights, but they are what I have available. So yeah, these prints didn't come out the best. It was leftover scrap green ABS filament that I had available. So that's why I just painted the front black, because you could kind of see a little bit of it through the hole here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this wire and I'm going to splice it into the factory wiring harness. Now what I'm also going to do is I'm going to put a 2-in 1-out diode in that I'm going to make myself as soon as I get the diodes, so that I can also switch these on when I switch my headlight, my main beams on, my high beams, because at the moment when you switch your high beams on, your fog lights turn off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a 2-in 1-out in there, and then that should help so that I can have an extra switch to manage the fog lights while I'm off-roading as well with my high beams on, so that I can have a little bit more light. But yeah, so yeah, here we go. So with this specific light, I had to turn the bolt that you bolted down with upside down, because the top part was too long and it actually touched the bumper. So this is just the way that I'm going to be putting it in. If it will focus, tighten it down and then put it in the bumper. Okay, so what I'll be doing is I'm going to be taking these little T-splicers and I'm going to put one end of the fog light and I'm going to be splicing it into the original wiring of the old fog lights, and then I'll just put some insulation over the front of this old clip, because I wanted to look for the female clip of this, but I couldn't find it. So let's get into it. These are such a bit to open. Sorry for my language. So okay, so that one's in place. That's the earth. That one down there. Then this one needs to be pushed flat And technically, if you bring this, it slipped out. If you do this, it's supposed to push the little part inside down, and Bob's your uncle. Sorry, I had to go get some pliers because Bob wasn't my uncle and he did not like me very much, so didn't work. It didn't work properly, so I'll just strip back a little bit. I'll just strip back a little bit of this with this insulation so that I can fit another wire tap in on this wire, because it's a bit of a tight squeeze where it is at the moment. No. Might be that the splicers that I'm using are made for thicker wires. Might be that they don't work properly for my specific wire, so I will have to use the red ones instead of the blue ones. Okay, there we go. So let's see if these work. Okay, so I just tested it. It works. I'll show you guys when both fogs are finished. This is going to be a bit of a mess because I'm literally just going to put the insulation tape around as much as I can, and this will be a temporary fix until I get my 2 in 1 out diode sorted. Okay, and this wire can now pretty much just be tucked away behind here because the plastic cover is going back on. Okay, so here we go. This goes in here. Sorry for my head. Got the wrong side. No, I got the right side. Just had it the wrong way around. So I'm not sure who designed these little stupid bolts, but they are really a pain in the backside. I know this wire is tight at the moment, but it's the way that it has to be until I get everything sorted out properly. There we go. That should work better. These little clips that hold the bumper plastic in place are a real pain. Okay, let's drill them in. There we go. Back to factory. Sorry for the ugly bumper, it needs to be resprayed. But yeah, so that looks pretty neat, I would say. Other one's not in yet. That one's going in, and this one is... That looks nice. I think that actually looks nice. So on this side I'm going to be using the red splicers. So this one spliced in wasn't spliced in tight enough, so I'll have to use pliers. Okay, so I just tested this, it works. Time to wrap it up. I'm not really gonna drive through a river with this, so I'm not that concerned with it. I just want to tie up most of it. Okay, so there you can see that there's park lights, there's low beam, and there's high beam. Okay, so and now I'm going to switch off my low beams and just switch the fogs on. Not too bad. Left side is a bit high, but I'll sort that out soon. Just adjust that. We don't have fog now, we just have desert drives. So yeah, that's the lights installed. I think they look pretty good in the bumper. They actually make some decent light as well, so super happy with this quick little mod. Well, not quick, 3D printed little mod. Another thing for the 3D printer list. Okay guys, so yeah, that is my quick little fog light adjustment. I don't know yet if I'm going to upload the file onto Thingiverse, but if I am, I'll put the link in the description and then you guys can have a look at it. If you would 3D print this, let me know. If you would like something like this, let me know, and then yeah, we can see how it goes. Possibly I'll upload it, or maybe I'll sell it. Could make some extra money. Well, yeah, so there goes it. Cheers guys, see you in the next one. So these lights also have a little yellow cover that you can put on them that filters the light to be yellow, but it's not as bright as the white light that comes straight through it. So I have opted to go with the white light instead of having these yellow covers on. If I want to make them yellow, there is that option as well, but the white is definitely brighter.